MK, and I am back with another Baby Got Scraps layout for you guys today. It's actually a pocket page. I'm not doing layouts just yet. So I pulled out some uber old for Canoe 1, Canoe 2. Sorry, you guys. And also I have some Rosy Studios that matched it almost perfectly. So I paired those two up. Now, I have had these in my stash for quite some while. I have no idea. I know the 1 Canoe 2 one came from a sticker book that was like a mixed American Crafts sticker book. So I just pulled out the pages that I wanted, and then I got rid of all of the other pages that I was no longer interested in. So I also did the cut aparts from that Vicky Bouton cut apart sheet, and I went ahead and I fussy cut them all up. The same with this adventure title, because I don't like it when they break up a word to fit in a specific space. I want it to read as a book. So from that cut apart sheet from the Cocoa Vanilla one, I used the scenery piece and then fussy cut out my title. I have lots and stars from those Rosy Studios. And then when I originally picked out for this page, I just picked out this one card. And so I went through my scraps and pulled out all of these wood grains that really had the same tone in color, and thinking that I need to back my photos, because that is something that I do for all of my layout or pocket pages, is back all the papers, all the photos on photo mats, and then I take the reverse side and do the exact same if I can't find a page that I like both sides on. So I'm using my one cheat, and I pulled out one 12 by 12. Now this 12 by 12 is by Altenew. It was their very first scrapbook collection that they ever came out with. And I still have both of these wood grain papers that I just found it really hard to use. And it's a perfect time because they're the perfect tone of wood grain for this layout, especially when, most of it's going to get covered up with the papers, the photos. I also have this really cool embellishment pack. Now these are actually about 3 to 4 embellishment packs all in one envelope. I just put them all together so I knew that this is exactly where they came from. Not that I wouldn't be able to tell because they're gorgeous. But from Scrapbook Addict, she is a Etsy store over on, Etsy, and she also is a Facebook group, she being Sarah. I purchased these set of 3 really cool embellishments. So the first one that I showed, the little map, and then of course this one here with the cute little raccoon on the stump. I've got those ones. Some of them are too big, but I really wanted to use these frames. And she had 2 sets of frames. This one's just the fall frame. And then the other one is a set of frames with gnomes. And I was like, oh, I don't really like gnomes. And she says, that's okay. I have a set that doesn't have gnomes at all. And I was like, oh, I want them. And so I purchased them from her Etsy shop. And super fast shipping, considering they're coming from Canada, you guys. And all homemade, all put together. I mean, just beautiful. Really, really beautiful. So another thing that I wanted to share with you guys is that this paper isn't quite 4 inches. And so I'm thinking about bringing in this blue to complete the 4 inches, but I'm not sure if I'm going to have the wood grain be my star or just cut the wood grain in half so I only have the one diagonal. I mean, the picture's going to cover most of it up. I just don't know what I want to do just yet. And of course, if I do paper piece this one side, the other side will be, what it will be adhered to is a full solid sheet on the other side. So I'm not too worried about it being Frankenstein. All right, so long story short, I did decide to cut my wood grain straight in half and just have the diagonal, and then have that blue up at the top. Now, I thought I was going to just have that as a journaling spot, but these are inserts in between double page layouts. So I'm not really too concerned about journaling on any of these pocket pages. I just wanted all of these extra photos. I mean, I've got a ton of photos and I didn't know which one to pick from. And that's where I pull in the pocket pages. So there's actually 4 of these pocket pages that are going in between, I think, 2 sets of double page layout. So I've got 4 full size pages and then these 4, so 2 inserts in between each one, because we just had a blast this day. I mean, it's not very often that we go up to Oregon and stop long enough to do the entire trail going up Multnomah Falls. I mean, we went all the way up to the top to walk the riverbed. It was awesome. All right, so I am fussy cutting a little bit out of that One Canoe 2 little flower piece and fiddle with it quite a bit. There was one, if you notice over on the left, there's another one. It is actually see-through, and I wasn't too impressed with that one. I fiddle with it and I cut it out because I don't end up even putting it on the layout because of the fact that it is so see-through. Like, you can't even see it. And I did not want to fussy cut out around it on white paper. I just did not, you guys. So I'm just gonna, it's done. I'm done with these sticker sheets. Really, I've used what I wanted to use, and that brings me to another 2023 goal that I have for this year, is to work through my older stash, and if need be, find it a new home. I mean, I seriously am. I've got another bin. So I've got 2 bins. This is my outdoor bin that I am working from currently. And in all honesty, I found out just now, at the beginning of this month, so 2 days ago, I found out that I have 2 outdoor bins. One is jam-packed full of brand new product, which by the time I get to it, it's not going to be brand new anymore. But it is jam-packed with brand new product. And then I have my other bin that is the bin that I've been working through for the last, I want to say, at least 3 years. And I was like, how on earth? I can't even speak. I couldn't believe it, you guys. I didn't even know that I did that to myself. That's how bad it was. And I'm done. I'm not going to do it anymore. I want one bin like I originally thought, because I don't want to have to remember that I have 2 bins. I'm just not going to do it. So I am going to go through all of my bins, and I'm going to destash. And what I thought about doing is the exact same thing as what I did with the Christmas one. So at the very end of one of the months, and I don't have 12 bins, you guys. This is the problem. So this is where I was coming up with, how do I do this? Because I can't say at the end of each month, because I don't have 12 bins. I don't have 12 categories. So I'm thinking about every other month. So starting with this month, I'm going to go through my outdoor bins. And I mean bins. I mean, I'm going to go through everything. And if I don't even like a new collection that was new 2 years ago, but it's been sitting at the bottom of a bin, if I'm not in love with it, it's got to go, you guys. I just have way too much. And I didn't even realize I had this much. In all honesty, I had no clue, which has never happened to me before. Maybe it's the old age. I don't know. But yes, at the end of January, just like I did at the end of December, I am going to go and put, basically have another giveaway of my outdoor bin. It might not be as big as my Christmas one. I cannot guarantee how much is going to be in there. I don't know, you guys, in all honesty, until I actually start sifting through it and make the final cuts. So I will let you know on the 31st of January, what the giveaway entails, what's included, and how to enter. So, but that is the decision that I'm making, but I know I don't have enough for all 12 months. I just know I don't. So that is what I am going to be doing for 2023, is using, my supplies so like for this one, it's outdoor supplies. Now I don't have every single layout's going to be outdoorsy, but that's what started this, was these 2 to 3 videos of outdoor pocket pages. And I'm working with One Canoe 2 stuff that is probably 5 years old. I'm guessing, you guys. I know I got this in 2019, so it's old. So I'm just saying, it's got to go, you guys. I can't do this. Honestly, I don't know if I've shared this with you guys either, but I have. I'm getting a new studio. Oh my gosh, it's like 3 times the size of what I have now, and so I'm super stoked, super excited. But I don't want to move all this stuff, and I don't want to find another cubby hole to hide it in. I just don't. I want to be able to, feel refreshed. How's that sound? So anywho, I am not talking about my layout at all. I know I've discussed my children and the Multnomah Falls before. I know I've talked about Multnomah Falls before. So I didn't really want to bore you guys with the same fun facts about Multnomah Falls. It is located in Oregon, in case you guys are curious or don't know where the falls are. It is a beautiful waterfall. Oh my gosh. And it has a trail that you can walk up to go to the top of the falls. And normally we just go to the halfway point, the bridge. And this trip, which is why I have so many photos, is because we actually walked the entire path. It is phenomenal. Now, this is in 2009. So my son there is only 2 years old. No, he's not. There's no way. This is 2011. Pfft, I lied. Yeah, so this is 2011. So he is 4 years old. And he made that hike with very little carrying back in the day. So he is like doing the whole thing. Now, it did take us hours because we stopped at this cubby hole to take a picture. We stopped at this tree to take a picture. We stopped, every beautiful scenery, which was every step you take. It was a picture perfect moment. So on the other side of all of those photos, so I just got done doing both sides of my pocket pages. But on one of the sides, I decided I wanted a 4x6 flip flap covering up 2 of the 3x4s. Basically, it's the exact same photo, except this one is a far away photo that shows the log that he's standing on, and just basically the scenery around. And then when I flip it up, it's showing them holding hands, and it's really a close-up because I wanted to capture that moment that, she's being the big sister and all that stuff. Not that she wasn't the big sister, but I definitely didn't push the fact there were 7 years difference between the two, and I definitely didn't want to push the fact that, it's her responsibility to look after her brother. No, it's my responsibility. And so I wanted to make sure that she had that freedom, but I also love the fact that they had that relationship too. So I definitely wanted to share that, but I added this flip flap, and then I have this beautiful photo of the path, and then my family is in front of me, so quite a ways, but there's this gorgeous, metal work holding some of the trees back away from the path and all this stuff. It was just beautiful, and I couldn't pass that photo up either because I loved the trail and all this stuff. They're just it is just an amazing view, and every photo I could not take, choose which one between. So I just threw them all in a pocket page, and this is my end result. I apologize that I did not talk about how I was adhering any of this stuff. I just used my ATG, and over time, it sticks, you guys. I've never had a problem with any of the stuff sticking unless it's heavy. So when I put an acrylic on the outside or a wood piece on the outside, that's when I go and get out either the Nouveau Deluxe adhesive or the reptile glue or any other glue that I have. I used to use Crystal Effects, which was liquid adhesive. Liquid glass from Close to My Heart, that sort of thing. So, and then I looked at them as a whole. So I put everything on the outside, especially on this page here, because I had such large embellishments. So basically what I did was I just looked at it as I want to put my title going across all of these photos right here. And so I saw it as a whole centerpiece and started, just designing it as a whole instead of I had to put teeny tiny little things around every single photo. I don't do that, you guys. So anyways, and then I did end up covering up that journaling spot with that beautiful scenery photo, just because of the fact that I have, 2 sets of double-sided pages already on this little adventure that we took. It wasn't little, but it was adorable. I just can't. I want to do it again. I really do. It's so beautiful. All right, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really, truly appreciate it. Please be sure to check out everyone else down below that is playing along with Baby Got Scraps. I love how inventive everybody gets with using their scraps. I really, really do. It is so fun. So be sure to go check out everybody and see what they're up to. All right, you guys, thank you so much, and I'll check y'all later. Bye.